All rise. Support court with Judge Vanderby is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1064, Adams case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Adams?
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I've decided that I need a little more money a month with the child that we have, so that's why I'm here.
All right. So currently, how much are you receiving?
I think it's about minimum wage.
Okay, so about what, $213 or so, something like that?
Yes, around that area.
All right. How old is the child?
She's 5.
Okay. Does mom give anything extra? Has she been doing anything extra?
No. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
So how did you all get to this point? She's on minimum wage child support. Was she working previously?
She was working previously, and then she quit the job, I want to say. I can't really get that backstory out of her, but we had to separate, Your Honor. I couldn't do it anymore.
You couldn't do what anymore?
I couldn't be with her. She started to get very just abusive. For what it is, my breaking point, she went upside my head because I couldn't put her food in the microwave.
Oh wow. This lady did that?
Your Honor.
She looks so sweet.
No, you darn near need to get the bailiff in here. I can't. She's very abusive. She can play the phone.
Did he really just say that? The courtroom erupts in shock as a defendant allegedly admits to being physically assaulted by his partner for not heating up her food. This disturbing revelation raises serious red flags about domestic violence and toxic relationships. The courtroom's stunned reaction is palpable, with the judge and onlookers struggling to process the defendant's words. However, a surprising twist emerges. The defendant reveals that her partner was off her medication at the time of the incident.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna throw nothing at me, are you?
No, ma'am. No.
Okay. Well, he said you went upside his head. I just want to make sure you don't try to go upside mine.
It was a rough day that day. You know, Your Honor, I'm diagnosed bipolar, and I was just having a really rough day. And our child, she was just really just crying all day, and I just needed a little bit of help. And he was just saying he couldn't help me at home, and so that's why I just kind of acted out.
Oh, okay. So it was an isolated incident?
Huh?
Was it an isolated incident?
I'm sorry, when she get her foot going like that,
The courtroom exchange is tense as the judge questions the defendant about an alleged domestic violence incident. Any sudden moves, right? You're not going to throw anything at me, are you? The judge asks cautiously, "No, ma'am." The defendant responds. The judge presses on. He claims you hit him. "I want to ensure you don't get any ideas about doing the same to me." The defendant explains it was just a really rough day, Your Honor. "I'm diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and I was struggling to manage my emotions. Our child was crying nonstop, and I desperately needed help. But he said he could assist me at home, and that's when I lost control." The judge inquires, "So you're saying it was an isolated incident?" The defendant pauses. I'm sorry, Your Honor." Then, turning to the alleged victim, when she gets going like that, The defendant trails off, unable to finish the sentence.
Was it an isolated incident?
What do you mean, isolated?
Like, did that happen one time?
No.
She's gone upside your head numbers of times.
Numbers, dozens.
It's because he let my medication, I was off my medication, and he said he couldn't pay for it because it was too expensive, you know, but I'm back on my medication now, and he said we were going to try and work things out, you know, I still love him. I mean, look at him, he's a fine-looking man, and, you know, I love our child. And
he's a nice-looking guy.
I really want to work it out, and I just got this new job.
The situation takes a complex turn as the defendant openly admits to struggling with bipolar disorder, acknowledging that skipping medication led to the altercation. While mental health challenges are undeniable and managing them can be daunting, a critical question arises. Does this justify physical violence? The law is unequivocal. Being off medication is not a justification for lashing out. Courts consider mental health, but prioritize safety, especially when a child is involved. A crucial point emerges. This incident was not isolated. This fact becomes a significant factor in determining the outcome, raising concerns about patterns of behavior and potential risks to those involved.
Tell me about that new job.
Well, I'm a manager at a fast food restaurant.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get back on my feet, and but I got a lot of debt, so I have to save that money, and I don't feel like I can pay more child support right now.
How much are you making now at your new job?
I'm making $55K.
55,000. That's a lot from where you're at now.
I didn't have anything before, and I just have a lot of the credit card debt.
Okay.
And health debt, with my medication and my visits.
I understand. You understand that he has things that he needs to pay for you all's daughter, right?
Yes.
And I can only imagine $200 or so for a 5-year-old is not cutting it.
It's not.
You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So it's only fair that your child support is increased because your income has changed and you have the means now to support your daughter a little bit better. Now, that's not to say, I understand that you have debt. I understand that you have things that you have to pay for, but with what's in the best interest of the child, your child support should be increased. You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is your daughter involved in any extracurricular activities or anything?
Yes, she's in ballet.
Ballet, okay. How much is ballet?
It comes to about, I want to say, about $200 a month.
$200 a month? Okay. And she goes throughout the year?
Yes.
Okay. What about health insurance?
I pay health insurance.
All right. How much is health insurance?
It's about $222 a month.
All right.
The plot thickens as the court examines the defendant's dramatic income increase from minimum wage to $55,000 per year. While she claims to have debt, the court's primary concern is the child's well-being, not her credit card bills. A crucial legal fact comes into play. Child support is calculated based on the non-custodial parent's income before personal expenses. This means that regardless of her debt, her significant salary increase makes her capable of contributing more to the child support.
Can mom attend any
No.
ballet? No. Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. So mom has supervised visits.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So this is what we're going to do, ma'am. We are going to adjust your child support so that it increases to reflect what it should be based on your new income. You testified that your new amount was $55,000. That would bring your gross to $4,580, bringing your net to...
The verdict is in. The court has recalculated her monthly child support obligation to $928.80 based on her new salary. This amount covers basic support and reimburses Mr. Adams for health insurance. But is this ruling fair? From a legal standpoint, absolutely. Courts follow a percentage-based model for child support, which in this case is 20% of her net income for one child.
$3,504. You only have one child? This is your only child?
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
So that's going to be based on 20%, which brings your child support amount to $700.80. Now you do have to reimburse dad for the health insurance. Okay, so that $780 plus the $222 for health insurance reimbursement, that brings your monthly obligation to $922.80 per month. Okay, you understand that?
Can I just mention one thing, Your Honor?
Sure.
Reggie, he's a used car salesman, and he sold me this discounted car, and it's just a junk car, and I've been having so many bills from this car.
Okay.
And I just had it in the shop, and it was $750.
All right.
Because it's just breaking down, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford all this, because he's the one who sold me this and said it was a good car.
So what did you want me to do about it?
I sold her that car.
Well, here's the deal. I don't even need your defense because I didn't need her story. it doesn't have any impact on what it is that I have to do. This isn't a divorce where, you know, we're in a temporary orders hearing and we're talking about splitting debts and anything like that. So it's irrelevant to what we're doing here today. However you have to take care of that expense, that's how you're going to have to handle it. And if the two of you have an issue that ends up having to result in litigation, that'll be done in a different court. Okay? So as of today, your child support has been increased to $922.80. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
The verdict is final. The judge has ruled in favor of increasing the mother's child support payments to $922.80 per month, prioritizing the child's well-being above all else. Her claims about the car are dismissed as irrelevant, and the case is officially closed. This ruling serves as a poignant reminder, in the eyes of the court, the child's best interests always take precedence. Personal debts, drama, and past conflicts are secondary to ensuring the child receives the support they need. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Was this ruling fair, or should the father have pushed for even more support? Share your thoughts in the comments below.